What's up, guys? Dirt Taylor Off-Road here. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to get better MPG out of your Jeep Wrangler or any off-road vehicle, really. So, little information about me. I worked as a mechanic for quite a few years, and there's a few things you can do to really improve the gas mileage on your Jeep Wrangler. So, make sure your oil is changed. Make sure it's, you're not going 10,000 miles past your oil change date. Make sure your tires are inflated properly. And I see a lot of stuff online about, well, you need to do a paint test where you drop your tire and paint your tire and see how it makes contact with the road. Honestly, most tires are, fine running at max PSI. That's what I do in all my vehicles pretty much all the time. Unless I'm going off-road, that's the only time I drop my PSI. My PSI on those are like 44 max PSI, so I usually run around 40 until I go off-road, and then I might drop it to 15 to 20. But, they're fine running at full, PSI. The same with mud tires. Milestar Patagonia MTs is what I have for my mud tires, and those things I run at full PSI unless I'm going off-road. And then I'll drop it whenever I get at the trailhead, and when I go back to the road, then I'll air back up. But you don't need to run your mud tires at a really low PSI down the road. That's misinformation. Milestar Patagonias, anyway, are designed to run at near or max PSI on average. And you'll get a lot better MPG. That means a lot less rolling resistance when you're going down the road. You're going to get better MPG. So, like I said, make sure it's not your engine's running correctly, not stuttering, not, taking a crap on you every 5 seconds. Make sure your oil changed and run your tires at max PSI or close to it. And one of the big things is everybody with a Jeep thinks they need 37-inch tires, and chances are, do you actually go off-road every single day? Let's be honest, you don't need 37-inch tires to drive to the mall. If you're driving your Jeep like I drive mine every day, you don't need off-road tires until you go off-road. I've tested my MPG with using a calculator and the same loop and everything else, and the same exact gas pump filling the same exact way, and my MPG between those, which are stock Jeep tires I found off Facebook Marketplace for $200, those versus my 33-inch by 12.5 mud tires, my Milestar Patagonias, those I'm getting about 14 mile per gallon, and with these street tires, the stock tires that come on a Wrangler Sport, those I'm getting 19.5, close to 20 mile per gallon. So unless you're actually going off-road every single day, you don't need mud tires. It's just something that you don't need. Yeah, it looks cool. If I'm going to a Jeep show or going off-road, then yeah, I put my mud tires on. I don't really care what people think of my Jeep. I don't care how it looks. I don't care, yeah, if you're using it as a show car or whatever. But, mine's not. Mine's a trail rig. It's a weekend fun thing. I take the top down and I go out and I have fun. I go off-road it. I hit trails. I drive it to the mall. I drive it to the grocery store or wherever. Most of the time, I have those street tires on. $200 has saved me a ton of money. Yeah, I thought when I bought it that I needed huge mud tires. You don't. I mean, that's only if you're going off-road all the time, which 99.9% of people don't with a Jeep Wrangler. If you have a built off-road rig, then yeah, sure, but you're not daily driving that either. So, go on Facebook Marketplace, find you a cheap set of used tires and wheels, and just put those on until you actually go off-road. And when you do, just change it out. It takes 15-20 minutes. Whatever. These are a stock set of Bridgestone Jewelers I bought. They were stock Wrangler takeoffs off of like a 17 or 18 Wrangler Sport JKU, I think. So I don't really care. Yeah, they're not as fancy, but I really don't care. I don't need it to be fancy. I daily drive this, and I want good gas mileage. I want to save myself 4 or 5 miles per gallon, which is what I'm doing. And you know, whenever I go off-road, then I just put my mud tires on. I just keep my mud tires right under my porch over here. And whenever I go off-road, I just take those and put them on. And I also have a built-in air compressor on my Jeep, so whenever I do get done off-roading, I have my port coming right out here. I can flip a switch inside. I can flip a switch right there, and the air compressor kicks on, and I can air up all my tires. So, in short, the real question is, do you actually need giant mud tires for driving daily? No, you don't. It looks cool, but you're spending a ton of money, and if you want to do that and then have the extra wear and tear on your drivetrain, go ahead. Your front end parts are going to wear out faster. Everything's going to wear out faster. If you're okay with that, then cool. Me, I want to save some money until I'm actually hitting the trail, and then I'll go swap my tires out. But other than that, I'll get 5 more miles per gallon with those, because I don't care what people think.